What's good, everybody? So I'm at day 26 of playing with Gief. So as always, I'm gonna do my review of Gief. So let's go to the look at the numbers. Put these boys up. All right. So what we got? Let's start with the overall win percentage. And rank 46%, which is right on par with every other character I've played. Let's do a total. So yeah, man. Blanca still has the best win percentage out of all the characters, but only by like a percent or two. It's been fun. I do like Gief. In comparison to some of the other characters, I'm not sure. I don't feel like I was as frustrated playing other characters. I did have a moment with Ken where I was frustrated really bad. Because I just couldn't figure out how to play with him. And then, I started understanding his neutral a bit. With Gief, I really kind of just it ain't hard. It's not hard to win with him, especially at the lower ranks. Once you get used to dealing with people trying to zone you out and keep you away and running away. And then once you get to master rank, I I don't know. I pretty much did the same thing I did with everybody, which is lose points, build back up. But again, I kind of just my range was anywhere from 1250 to 1450. It just depended on who I was playing and the matchups. Um, Speaking of matchups, let's go to, so you can see right now, let's show like the MR. Oh, I do that. Going the wrong way. I'm at 1285 with them. Like I said, I was high as 1450 after dropping down to like 1250. I'm still working on stuff though. I'll probably get this back up, but I don't really care about the MR per se. It is a good indicator on what type of stuff you're able to beat. Gotta do homework with the little one, but you know what's up. JB, you already know, man. I appreciate you. I'm just getting my review in for the YouTube channel of Gief. So I like to review the stats and the matchups and things like that. But I appreciate you popping in for a second. And then let's look at these matchups. So the people I played the most obviously was Ryu, Ken, and Ed. I haven't played much Ed recently. I'm starting to figure that matchup out. It was really bad early on. I really didn't understand how to play with Gief. Starting to figure that out. But the two Shotos, I feel like this is pretty good, considering how many times I've played them. It's interesting that I play Ryu more than anybody. Jury was a tough matchup. I'm starting to learn that one as well. I think anybody looking to play Gief probably want to focus on that, really understanding the gaps and where you could get SPDs and grabs. Obviously, you don't want to be in a corner against her, but I feel Gief's buttons actually do pretty well against her, and he got a couple different options to get over the ground fireball. You just gotta rotate the options and not be predictable with it. I think Cammy, I felt like I lost more to her than what I did looking at this win percentage. I felt like every time I played Cammy, I was losing, but 51%. Anytime I can play anybody, any character, and be over 50%, that's kind of like where I want to be because my goal is to be 50% overall. Aki was a lot worse early on. I started to figure her matchup out. Luke, um, that's a tough one because he has a really fast fireball. His crouching medium kick is good. His crouching medium punch is good. Um, it's more about how you adapt to the play style of the Luke that you're playing because you're getting all of the zoning and stuff that you get from Ryu and Ken, except I feel like it's just like 5 times faster. Marissa is interesting. I thought I was doing well against Marissa, but clearly I'm not. Um, I don't really have much to say about her. I guess, she got Gladius and shit like that, but the Marissa matchup is one where, um, if you understand what she's doing, you can probably beat her. I don't think there's a severe disadvantage for Gief in this matchup. I just think I wasn't playing it well. Honestly, I think I would prefer to play Marissa with a character that has a DP, a Dragon Punch, because then you take away her Superman Punch and some of the other things that she do, and it kind of makes her one dimensional. With Gief, you don't really have that option. You got to kind of hold some of the pressure. But I don't think it's a tough matchup. I think I just didn't play it well. Jamie is Jamie. I still ain't learned how to beat that motherfucker yet. Manon, this one was interesting. It took me a while to figure out. I think if I was to play more Manons, this win percentage would be higher, but I lost a lot early on. And out of these 60 matches, I swear 25 were probably like the same 3 Manons, bro. But then I took it to the lab and kind of, learned with Manon the buttons that I can use to kind of battle in neutral against her. Whiff punish, because they were whiffing a lot. I just didn't understand how to whiff. Once I understood how to whiff punish her, then all I had to do was take away the jump in. So then I take away the jump in. I was whiff punishing her standing heavy punch, her standing heavy kick, and really just battling in the neutral with her. I was using standing medium punch and standing medium kick kind of to control some of that space. I use, and then when she does she has one of her special moves hits as an overhead. It's like quarter circle back heavy kick. I forget what it's called, but she just kind of does like an arc kick and like hits you on the top of your head. I started trying to parry those instead of blocking them. When I practiced it, I found it wasn't too hard to perfect parry them, and then I would punish her low sweeps and stuff like that. And like I said, I was saying, I would punish some of that stuff. Um, Chun Li, I thought I did worse against, but I was 50-50. I think if I played more or better Chun Li's, maybe this will go. I don't think Gief does well in this Chun Li matchup. I think this is a tough one for him. Rashid really wasn't that bad, but I'm comfortable playing against Rashid. Like I know what a lot of the people want to do on a lower level with him, and I didn't get a chance to get over 1500 MR to see what better Rashids were doing with him. So a lot of these guys I would beat. Funny thing though, his level 2, Gief's level 2, you can literally do that shit on reaction to Rashid's level 2. Like as soon as you seen the screen flash when he does level 2, if if you at least at like half screen, you can just do yours and you'll snatch his ass up. Another thing I would do is if I wasn't close enough when they do the level 2, I will wait and let them try to dash through the tornado and then just command grab them, or SPD them, I should say. And I would just get a free SPD and then escape the level 2. I think a lot of the Rashids weren't expecting that shit. So I stole a lot of wins from them guys. Lily, this was a tough matchup for me, depending on how they played. I think if I played them more, I could win more, but it was just so infrequent. I did lab a little bit, and I found that the Gief's forward heavy kick, where he rolls forward and hits, I believe it is, it's an overhead. It'll hit you if you crouching. It'll hit overhead if they crouching. When she does a win stock, two of her win stocks, when she win stocks medium or heavy, there's a hit after it. The light one is the only one where she doesn't throw the hit after it. If you catch her doing one of the medium or the heavy, that's a free hit. So I would just stay in range where I knew I could hit her if she went to win stock, which, quite honestly, that the range for that move that Gief does is pretty decent. So anytime she go to do a win stock, forward heavy kick, and he would just flip over and smack her ass right on the head. Kimberly, I know the Kimberly matchup. I played it, so that was pretty easy. You just got to know the mix-ups and know all of her shenanigans and stuff like that. Because Gief actually has pretty good normals, especially with the crouching lights, to stop a lot of the stuff that she does. And then his lariat beats her overhead teleport, so you can use that shit. DJ, I didn't get a chance to play him a lot, but honestly, I thought I did better against him, but I guess I didn't. Gayu, I was worried this was gonna be a tough matchup. Maybe the ones I was playing wasn't that good, but this really felt really easy playing Gayu. Well, like I said, I didn't play a lot of them in rank, so 65% is, maybe that's 20 wins. Blanca, I just found out with Blanca that you can lariat his Blanca ball. So I've been playing this entire month. I had no idea you could lariat his Blanca ball. That shit's free. Anytime they do the straight across the screen Blanca ball, you could just lariat that shit. Didn't know that. Like that, you take away half his game plan doing that. I probably would have had a better win percentage if I knew that at the beginning. JP wasn't as bad as what I thought. It was tough, but a lot of the JPs that I played weren't that good. So I was able to beat them just off of my knowledge. I suspect, obviously, if I played better JPs, it wouldn't be as free. But so I don't think this is a true. I mean, it's my win percentage, but I don't think it's a true representation of the matchup against JP. I think JP is a tough matchup for Gief. Honda was tough. I hated playing this matchup. I think this was my least favorite matchup playing with Gief. Just wasn't fun. Dawson, I lost a lot, but it didn't even feel as bad as when I was playing the Honda matchup. Like, I'd rather play Dawson than Honda. And then I don't know who the hell I played that was random. That was kind of funny though. I would like to get to that point where one day I can play random and maybe get random to master. So all in all, I think Gief is good. He does well against a lot of different characters once you understand his moveset. One that I do want to point out that I think was a little bit tougher was, again, it was 45%. But Aki was a tough one. With the way she fireball drive rushes and shit like that, and some of the options she has, so many like her high low options. Where she can go low and continue pressure, or she can go with the overhead and continue pressure. That shit was really tough to deal with. So I had a couple matches where I was just getting thrashed by Aki. So that's one. I think anybody looking to play Gief, I would study the jury matchup. I would study Aki. I would study think those would be the two, because you're gonna see them a lot more than, like, you know, obviously you want to study his obvious weak matchups just so you can do well. But Aki isn't a obviously weak matchup, but that shit can get out of hand really fast with her. Same for Jury. Shit gets out of hand really fast when you playing her. You just like, man, what the fuck? But once you take a look at some of the stuff she does and finding the gaps on where you can, you know, protect, but you just don't want to get cornered with her too fast. And it's so easy, like round start, drive rush, you take a combo, and then next combo you're in the corner, and then you're just dealing with mix up, strike throw mix up the entire time. So I would definitely study that. Either play with her and learn her, or hit the lab, you know, learn how to deal with win the perfect parry, some of her block strings. Like, you know, she does standing medium punch, crouching medium punch, work on perfect parrying that, work on getting over the fireballs with different options. Like, he even has an option where you'll take a hit, but you'll trade. Like when he does the 2-foot kick, I think that's like forward down heavy kick. You'll hit her and trade. You know, obviously you get hit by the fireball, but it's better than blocking the fireball and immediately being in the strike throw mix. And it's basically a 50-50 and you have to guess. I also will say though, I wasn't, when a lot of the time when I was playing her early on, I wasn't perfect parrying SPDing. So, you know, what I started doing, this is probably just in the past day, you know, for fireball drive rush characters, you can parry that fireball and then SPD after, and, you know, they'll run right into that shit and you'll just snatch them up and grab them. So I was watching some high level players play Veggie, however you say his name. I was watching what's Buddy's name from the West Coast? Why am I not remembering his name right now? Snake Eyes. I was watching Snake Eyes play, and so I didn't even know that was possible. So, you know, knowing how you can use Gief's tools is very important to being able to be successful. But I do think you can be successful at a high level with him. He is not a really terrible character. But it is frustrating learning him and learning how to play. I don't know who I'll play next. I think I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna do like a CPU tournament, and just whatever character wins the CPU tournament will be who I play. I think I'll include the new characters too. I just seen that Akuma drop, or that Akuma gameplay video, so maybe he'll be out by the time I'm done. I only got a couple days left. I'm not sure if he'll be out. But Gief is fun. I like him a lot. I think he's a good character. He's just different. You know, you don't have an SPD. I mean, you don't have a Dragon Punch. You don't have some of the tools that the other characters have. Like, you know, but that's Gief, you know. Now, I wish he had green hand. I wish he, I wish his level 2 with anti-air. I think that would be really good. I wish you could get, if you get that air hit, the air counter hit, I wish you could get level 2 off of that as well. But all in all, I think Gief is fine to play. I can see myself playing. I kind of want to spend more time with him, but like I said, I just got to stick with my plan to get better at the game. But I definitely could see myself. I just really started getting used to. I got my first air SPD earlier today. You know, somebody went to neutral jump, grabbed them. So I think hopefully y'all see me get one in this stream.